And welcome to my channel. I am Tanmay Rajvanshi with another video on structuralism. In my last video lecture, I gave a very brief introduction to structuralism. And I do hope you have found the video useful. And those of you who haven't yet watched the video, please watch it. And if you find it helpful, like, share and subscribe. And yes, do not forget to tap on the bell icon to get all the latest uploads. Now, in this video lecture, there is more on structuralism for you. For structuralism, the world as we know it consists of two fundamental levels, the visible and the invisible. The visible world is also known as the surface phenomenon. It consists of the countless objects, activities, and behaviors that we observe, participate in, and interact with in our day to day life. The invisible world, on the other hand, consists of the structures that underlie the invisible world or the surface phenomenon. If you find it a bit difficult to understand, let me give you an example. Think of the English language, which consists of over a million of English words, which can be pronounced in different ways by different speakers of the language, resulting in countless different utterances. Now, how is it possible for the speakers of the language to master enough of these linguistic items to communicate effectively with one another? The answer is very simple. So instead of memorizing each and every word from the dictionary, what they have done is that they have unconsciously mastered the structures that underlie the surface phenomenon. The surface phenomenon in this case are the English words, and the underlying structures are the phonemes. Phonemes are the fundamental units of sound recognized as meaningful. The English words can be reduced to a relatively small number of phonemes, up to approximately 31 phonemes. And the internalization of these 31 phonemes enable the English speakers to make sense of, the English words. Now, these English words again can be put side by side to make countless meaningful sentence. Now, it is not that the speakers have, uh, you know, uh, memorized or they already know the, countless statements or utterances that they are going to encounter in their day-to-day life. So, what have they done that enable them to make sense of the countless new utterances that they face in their daily life? They have unconsciously mastered their underlying structures as well. Say, for example, the subject, verb, object, grammatical structures. To create new utterances or new statements, these words are put together, are put side by side following certain grammatical rules. And it is the grammatical rules that the English speakers have internalized. And these grammatical rules enable them to make sense of the countless new utterances that they encounter in their daily life. As we see, therefore, it is a structuring mechanism that enable us to make sense of an otherwise chaotic world. Now, the structures that enable us to make sense of the world, they do not exist in the external world. Now, this is a very new, this is a very radical and important idea because it claims that the structures that we perceive in the external world do not actually exist in the external world, but rather they originate from the human mind, from the human consciousness. So, it is not that there is no facts, but that there are too many facts to be taken in without a conceptual system. Now, these conceptual systems, this structuring mechanism of the human mind, enable us to make sense of the chaotic external world. Now, you know, when we say that this structuring mechanism uh, is innate or inborn in the human consciousness, we make it clear that you know uh, structuralism is not a method or methodology. It is rather a human science, because its efforts to perceive structures in the external world implies its effort to perceive the structures that are part of the human consciousness.